Welcome to the YouTube channel, Living Diaries, and today's video will take you into a holiday decorate sunroom makeover 2025 experience with an exciting gingerbread-inspired environment that feels warm, charming, and visually inviting. This makeover focuses on shaping your sunroom into a joyful and inspiring nook where you can relax, entertain guests, or simply enjoy quiet creative moments. We'll walk through textures, colors, decorative accents, furniture arrangements, and stylish upgrades that truly bring this theme to life. This is not about seasonal festivities, but instead about capturing the essence of fun design and playful imagination through the gingerbread concept. And before we begin, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss upcoming makeover inspiration videos on Living Diaries. One, choosing the base color palette, warm tones and sweet accents. Choosing the right color palette is essential for building a gingerbread-themed sunroom that feels nurturing and stylish rather than overstimulating. Earthy browns, creamy whites, soft caramel beiges, and subtle pastel accents help simulate that classic gingerbread charm in a sophisticated way. When selecting your base tones, consider how sunlight enters the room and interacts with these colors throughout the day. You want the room to feel inviting regardless of the natural lighting conditions, gently reinforcing the design concept. Adding depth through layered color works wonderfully when working with multiple visual surfaces including walls, flooring, curtains, and decor. Lighter shades allow sunlight to bounce and illuminate the environment naturally, while deeper tones ground the design for visual stability. Fabric choices such as linen or cotton maintain breathability and avoid the heaviness that synthetic materials sometimes create. With careful planning in color distribution, your sunroom won't just feel themed, it will feel refined and intentionally designed. Two, selecting furniture that enhances comfort and theme. Furniture selection plays a major role in shaping the sunroom into an interactive gingerbread-inspired sanctuary where guests feel instantly comfortable. Aim for plush seating with rounded edges rather than sharp geometric furniture because it echoes the soft and sweet shapes often associated with gingerbread aesthetics. You might choose cushioned seating with warm textured upholstery that invites lingering conversation and creative relaxation. The furniture shouldn't just fill space, it should enhance the comforting and handmade feeling of the theme. Incorporating functional surfaces such as wooden coffee tables or side tables adds a natural, earthy tone to the environment. Look for finishes that resemble baked sugar hues, warm wood tones, or honeyed glazes that almost visually evoke flavor. This helps make the room feel cohesive and consistent, where every item supports the narrative of a gingerbread-inspired escape. The furniture should never compete for attention with the theme but instead support the storytelling of the design. Three, designing the windows, lighting as the atmosphere creator. Because the sunroom is defined by light, the windows become essential ingredients in crafting the perfect gingerbread design experience. Sheer curtains in warm tones soften direct sunlight, allowing a cozy, glowing ambience that feels almost like golden sugar illumination. Natural light takes on the role of an emotional amplifier, enhancing mood and inviting comfort. As shadows shift throughout the day, you'll see textures and color tones evolve, giving the room a living personality. Decorating windows with subtle trim, colored accents, or frame embellishments helps reinforce the theme without overwhelming the senses. Even small touches like ribbon-like trim or caramel-colored edging provide continuity and charm. Since windows provide an uninterrupted visual connection between inside and outside, this design treatment makes the sunroom feel thoughtfully enclosed yet visually expansive. The result is a room that feels like a whimsical and peaceful retreat, full of personality and quiet delight. Four, incorporating textures, walls, cushions, rugs and details. A gingerbread-inspired makeover thrives on texture, the tactile and visual cues that complete the aesthetic experience. Using textured wall elements, fabric throw pillows, woven rugs, and decorative accessories provides a multi-layered depth that makes the space feel handmade and crafted. These elements help your sunroom feel cozy and creative, encouraging sensory appreciation. When guests step inside, they feel the environment through more than just visual immersion, they feel it emotionally. Choose textures that resemble natural materials, soft baking surfaces, and handcrafted details. Cotton, knitted fabrics, woven plant fibers, and matte finish decor are all fantastic for supporting both comfort and artistry. Avoid surfaces that feel overly polished or metallic, as the charm of the theme rests in softness and warmth. This approach to texture ensures that the makeover feels intimate, friendly, and humanized. Adding thematic decorative elements, gingerbread flair. In creating the perfect gingerbread-themed sunroom, themed decor is where personality truly shines. Mason jars with soft pastel contents, wooden figurines, or clay miniature houses create a whimsical centerpiece for conversation and visual interest. Each carefully chosen decorative accent adds narrative charisma, as if the room tells its own visual story. The key is to curate intentionally rather than clutter, maintaining a balance between detail and breathing space. You can implement playful, sweet-inspired shapes and motifs that echo the forms associated with gingerbread imagination without directly referencing holiday imagery. Decor elements can include scalloped patterns, rounded shapes, lattice motifs, or curved edges that maintain the aesthetic language of the theme. Each addition should make the viewer smile but also feel grounded in a cohesive style. These thoughtful touches elevate the sunroom from simply themed to truly artistic. Six, creating a focal point, the signature display zone. Every good makeover needs a visual anchor, a focal point that immediately catches attention and sets the tone for the entire space. You might designate a wall, a display shelf, or a central table as the primary expression of the gingerbread theme. This area can house the most visually charming and character-driven pieces, drawing guests into the story of the room. The focal point should feel intentional and visually satisfying from the first glance. By establishing a signature display, you ensure that the room has a sense of direction and unity, preventing the design from feeling scattered. That central theme hub allows you to build outward with supporting elements while keeping a visually structured core. This focal point also helps guide viewers through deeper layers of the aesthetic narrative. It is the design equivalent of a headline that introduces the rest of the visual article. Seven, setting the mood, scent, sound and ambience. Visual design is only one dimension. The ambience of the sunroom is enriched further through scent and sound. Subtle aromatic elements such as vanilla-like or warm sugar-inspired fragrances, non-seasonal, create an immersive sensory atmosphere that deepens emotional connection with the space. Music choices can lean toward gentle acoustic tones or lightly whimsical instrumentals that complement the theme. These additional layers transform the sunroom from a visual showcase to a holistic spatial experience. Just as tastefully applied fragrance enhances mood, curated soundscapes complete the environment with steady emotional rhythm. Ambient background sounds feel calming and peaceful, reinforcing the idea of the sunroom as a creative retreat. Avoid loud or busy soundtracks, as the magic of the theme rests in tranquility. When scent, sound, and sight harmonize, the sunroom becomes something more than decorative. It becomes soulful. 8. Final touches and practical use of the space. The final stage of the makeover introduces practicality, ensuring the space remains usable and functional. Hidden storage options, multipurpose furniture, and easy maintenance fabrics make the sunroom enjoyable rather than high maintenance. It's important that every design choice supports daily use while still reinforcing the gingerbread feel. This is not a showroom, it's a living, breathing space meant to be used. When everything is in place, step back and observe how the room feels from different vantage points and different times of day. Notice how natural light interacts with color, how decor interacts with emotion, and how comfort invites participation. The finished sunroom should feel magical not because it's complex, but because it's thoughtfully designed. If you've enjoyed this makeover narrative, don't forget to subscribe to Living Diaries for more inspiring transformations and interior storytelling. Conclusion: a space of warmth, imagination and joy. Transforming your sunroom into a gingerbread-themed wonder in 2025 is about curating an atmosphere that is whimsical, comforting, and full of creative charm. By choosing the right colors, textures, decor, and ambience, you create a room with personality and soul. This makeover isn't about event-based decoration, it's about celebrating design, creativity, and imaginative expression. Thank you for joining this journey, and we'll see you in the next video.